Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to Oh Brother Comics. My name is Chris.
And I'm Nick.
And we are here to go over New Comic Book Day. It is the day that all the new comic books come out. We go after work, get there as soon as we can, because it's one of our favorite days of the week, and pick up some books. And then we come home, and we want to go ahead and talk to you about what we picked up, as well as throw in a little bit of the news that we heard throughout the week. Nick, this week has been crazy busy with work. And again, viewers, I'm sorry that this is coming out a little late, but yeah, it's been crazy. But now that we got our comic books, it's already starting to become a better day. How's your week been?
It's been crazy busy as well. But yep, I was able to hit up my LCS today and got my polls and checked out what was on the shelves and ended up taking a much bigger pile home than I thought.
It's way easy to do that, almost too easy to do that, man. And luckily I kind of held back a little bit, but still nonetheless definitely came out with a decent sized pile, probably nowhere near yours. So, you know, what do you say we go ahead and we go through those?
Yep.
Excellent.
Sounds good.
We'll go ahead and go first, brother. I went first last week. What'd you pick up this week?
All right, up first, I got Black Cotton #4.
Nice.
We got Broken Souls Ballad #1.
Dude, that's dope.
By the Horns #4. And my LCS, they order it from, I don't know if it's Diamond or from the other publisher, but they get it like 2 or 3 weeks after it actually releases. So that's why it's on my pile today. But found a copy of Eat the Rich #1.
Man, I'm a little bummed. Like the LCS out here, they sold out through it so quick. So I gotta wait and try and get one.
Yeah, dude. If you had gone to your LCS before I did, I could have picked you up one.
Yeah, my bad. I was too busy with work, but it is what it is.
I can see if they have one tomorrow.
I appreciate that.
Up next, I got Home #5. And then Jupiter's Legacy Requiem #3.
Nice. Matt will be happy about that.
Yeah. Got the Kang Peach Momoko variant.
Nice. Love Momoko.
Yeah, and it has the timekeepers and everything on it, so I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, and that's supposed to be the origin of Kang.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. And then I got Killer Queens #1.
Nice.
Moths #3. I really like this story.
Okay.
Definitely been enjoying that one. Nice House on the Lake #2, the second print.
Good little spec book.
Yeah. Power Rangers #10.
Heck yeah. Oh, you got the Virgin cover.
Yeah, they didn't have the trade dress. I prefer the trade dress just so that I know what's in the box. But yeah, that was the only like main cover that they had.
I believe the Virgins are 1 in 10s.
Oh, really?
I might have to double check on that, but
yeah, they didn't have it marked any different than any of the other variants. But Rabbit World #3.
heck yeah.
Second Chances #1. It's of course my Star Wars 16. And then Star Wars Adventures #8. Love the cover B Dooku cover there.
Nice.
Star Wars High Republic Adventures #7.
Really looking forward to that book.
Yeah. War of the Bounty Hunters #3. And the variant cover, The Wanted. I'm trying to pick up all of these Wanted posters.
Those are pretty sweet. Luckily, my LCS has been pulling them for me.
Yeah. Teether, A Long and Lonesome Road.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. And then finally, The Trial of Magneto #1. That's the Peach Momoko cover as well.
Yeah, yes. That's such a good book, man. I'm definitely looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
Not some bad.
How about you?
Not bad, bro. Not bad. You had some good pickups. Well, honestly, I think I might be doubling up on what you just showed. But I will go ahead and I'll show the first one. I got Elric and the Dreaming City. This book, I know Matt's been really excited. He wants to review this one this week. It was just something that looked interesting on the shelf, so I figured why not? Let's go ahead and pick it up. It is a #1 from Titan Comics, so excited to read that this week. Next one.
Yeah, awesome.
Definitely had to go with Power Rangers. Yeah, I've been loving all this story, and am excited to continue this. Like yourself, I had to pick up all the Star Wars books. Here's War of the Bounty Hunters. I had to stick
Nice.
with
Got
the
that wanted poster as
the
well.
wanted poster. Like so, they just been pulling the wanted posters for me, so I'm not complaining. I'm just gonna let them keep doing that. And then I went with the A cover for Star Wars Adventures. I didn't even see
Nice.
that Dooku one there.
Yeah, I didn't see the A cover.
Oh, they all got sent. All the B covers got sent to your store.
Yep.
And then Star Wars High Republic Adventures. Now, this has definitely been some of the best Star Wars I've been reading recently. So really, really liking any of the High Republic stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then also I had to stick with the Trial of Magneto. I love this Peach Momoko cover. Scarlet Witch just looks awesome on there. And then I ended up picking up Kang, with the Momoko cover as
Nice.
well. Another beautiful cover. So I'm excited to read all these. A little bit lighter week for me. But overall, I can't complain. I'm pretty happy.
Awesome.
Heck yeah. And if you guys haven't been watching our review videos, the 10 and 10, we will have this week's coming out this Sunday. So definitely, stay tuned and check that out on this weekend.
Nice.
So.
Yeah. So in addition to the new comic book day, I also had a few packages show up from stuff that I've been purchasing
Nice.
online.
Heck
So yeah, definitely a fun day today. I ended up coming home to Clone Wars Battle Tales #1, just filling in some holes for my IDW collection. And then I got the second printing for that as well.
Oh, that's a cool cover.
Yeah, and then I got the 1 in 10 for #3, issue 3.
Nice.
And then also the 1 in 10 for issue 5.
Oh, Grievous.
And then the only Forces of Destiny issue that I did not have was the Leia one. So ended up picking that one up. And then what I was most excited about was Thor 209, one of the issues that I've been looking for a while. This is the first appearance of this. He's an Eternal, a Scroll Eternal. That's Demon Druid or Deadly Druid. I think he's Demon Druid. But he is part of I think he goes by Scroll Eternal. So yeah,
Interesting.
I can't remember what team he becomes part of.
Interesting. But yeah, you've been working on that Thor run for a while now.
Oh yeah, that thing's gonna take a while to get through.
Yeah, and especially right now, some of those books are getting pretty hot.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely, dude. They're getting pretty expensive too. And I just remember he's part of the Star Force.
Okay, the Star Force. All right. Well, you're the Thor expert here. I am definitely not, a huge Thor fan, but I have definitely been enjoying some of the stuff I've been reading, especially since Cates has been on the run. It's been pretty fun.
Oh yeah.
Cates just has that going, man. He gets me on these runs of comics that I never would pick up. I know I've got to add Hulk onto my pulls list here soon because that's starting up.
Absolutely, dude.
I don't think I've ever really pulled a Hulk book, so
I never have, but I've already got it set at my LCS to pull Immortal Hulk.
Heck yeah! All right, well, actually, that kind of leads us right into our first little news article. Something we heard from this last week. Speaking of Donny Cates, as well as Ryan Stegman, they announced that they're also joining the list of creators for Substack. Like the Substack thing is getting pretty hot. Like, have you heard any new news about this? Like, all these creators are jumping on.
Yeah, dude, and especially with Cates. I mean, I was reading up a little bit more on what they're doing, and it looks like they're kind of trying to, like, from what I read, it was like almost a continuation to the King in Black run, without like the limitations that they have for writing with Marvel. So it was a story that they really have been wanting to do for a long time, and it's from what I read, it's almost a direct continuation right after King in Black. Like they went up to that certain point, finished it out with Marvel, and then now they want to take it a step further. And he was even saying like there could be a lot more action, blood, gore, whatever. Like there's no limitation there.
No, I wonder how that all
So,
affects with properties and stuff. 'Cause I'm sure
well, I don't
Disney.
think I don't think they can use the same characters, but it will be probably very, very similar. I don't know. But yeah,
Interesting.
I'm really looking forward to it. Cates is an amazing writer. Stegman
Definitely.
is amazing as well.
Yep. And
So
like I mentioned a little earlier, like the talent list that Substack is getting is just growing by the day. Um, I could see even more of these big creators going over to it. I mean, why not? They get full control and they can self-publish their books. Like it's almost a no-brainer. I mean, you
yeah,
definitely, as someone that is consuming the books, like you do have to pay your subscriptions to get this. So, just like anything else, it could add up. But I mean, last time I had checked, I think when Tiny announced his was like $7 a month. So
hmm and I think that's like the standard across all. And you subscribe to the writer themselves. So I think if you want to subscribe to more than one writer, there's a cost for
hmm,
each writer. That's from my understanding.
okay, yeah,
But whereas Tinyan said that he doesn't have any of that, like the publishing piece worked out, Cates already has his own publishing company, I believe, with Stegman.
yeah, it's like KLC Press or Kids Love
Something like that.
Chains
Yeah.
Press,
Yeah. Kids love chains.
which is cool because if it's the two of them, like I'm all down for it, man. They're gonna have some great
Yeah.
content.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's already got all that set up. So he can start pumping out like actual physical copies as soon as he starts, pretty much.
That's awesome. Like, because I mean, I can enjoy and I can respect the digital market, but when it comes down to it, it's like I want the floppies. Like I want these
Oh,
books.
absolutely.
I it's just something about having something tangible is what I really enjoy having.
Yeah, and I mean, there's more value in having a physical copy.
Yeah, and even I'm not even talking spec wise, something to make money on. It's just like if I'm going to spend my money, I want something to show for it. Like
Exactly.
digital is
Well,
so
yeah, and
temporary or can be.
I'm not talking speculation either, or like trying to eventually flip something. I'm talking like if you're gonna spend the money on it, you might as well have some value to be able to hold on to.
Totally. Totally. I feel the same way even for my video games I buy. It's like I want that cartridge.
I've kind of gotten away from the discs lately,
uh,
but yeah, I was definitely that way with movies, with video games, everything.
and don't get me wrong, as you can see, I've got boxes of comic books and they take up a lot of room. So I can understand, some of the appeal of having digital and having a much smaller space when I can just store it on a hard drive. But
Yep. Yeah. If you couldn't tell, I don't keep anything around me.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, uh, I don't know. I'm looking forward to Substack. I'll have to check it out. I'll have to see, maybe I'll jump on and try out some of the memberships. Because I am
Yeah.
interested in what these, especially Tiny in, because I've been just falling in love with his writing and I want more and more. So I'll probably, end up signing up for him. Donny Cates will probably be the next one. Like Scott Snyder's
Yep.
on there. So I mean, my wallet's already crying. I can hear it, across the room right
Yeah.
now screaming.
I think I'll definitely start out with Tiny and Kate's, and then go from there. See how it works out.
Heck yeah. Well, I hope nothing but the best for him, and hopefully this is a great thing for the industry because we definitely need more great content.
Yeah.
All right. Well, moving right along, we don't have too much news, but I thought this might be kind of cool to talk about, even just for a little bit. I thought it was weird that we actually got news today that Anthony Mackie, the Falcon, now Captain America, just finalized his deal to star in Captain America 4. Like I thought this was a done deal. Like
Yeah. Seriously.
what? Like is this like the big news in this? What was the I'm wondering what the whole discussion was going on. So we just had Falcon and Winter Soldier. He just became Captain America. I thought that was like he's
Yeah.
Cap.
I would have figured that was already done. So
But who knows? I mean, Disney and Marvel, they work in mysterious ways behind the scenes, and who knows? You know, maybe they're still working out a story, and maybe they didn't even or weren't expecting a Cap 4. But I could have swore I heard rumors of Cap 4 already going along, during Falcon Winter
yeah.
Soldier. But
Yeah, I mean, they could have been waiting for fan reaction too to see who they liked more, whether it be Falcon or Bucky.
I think that would be such a weird twist. I think they piss off more people. Like, don't get me wrong, I would love to see Bucky as Cap because reading him in the comics when he took over for Steve Rogers, it was a big part of it, especially with oh gosh, Fear Itself.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was where Scotty ended up, the daughter of the Red Skull, essentially when she got her hammer. Him Scotty, ended up pretty much almost killing him at that
Hmm.
point in that book, and that's where Steve Rogers ended up coming back. So it'd be cool to see some of those stories. I'd love to see those things on the screen, but I mean they've definitely gone the Falcon route, which he's another great character in the stories, and I'd definitely love to see him more on the screen. I just thought it was a little surprising that this was still something that was being discussed and talked about
Oh
as
yeah.
maybe not even happening or obviously happening now. But more power
Yeah,
to Anthony
I
Mackie.
would have figured that contract was signed a long time ago, but
We aren't in the discussion room, so we can sit here and speculate all day. But hey, more power to him. I'm really looking forward to the next Captain America film.
yeah.
Excellent. Well, moving along, at least we have for our last thing to talk about is some comic news. And this one's kind of really exciting because, as big Star Wars fans that we are, it was announced that Star Wars is getting a new comic series coming out in November of this year.
November, yep.
And it's called Star Wars Crimson Reign. It's going to be written by Charles Soule, which I'm all for. He's huge Star Wars writer as well as other content, and he's a great writer. And this is going to focus around the Crimson Dawn. I mean, they've really been pushing Crimson Dawn with the War of the Bounty Hunters, and it's cool to see that we get more Kira in this story. They're really kind of making her a pivotal character because we, got a little taste of her in the Solo film, which I absolutely loved the Solo film. I wish more people had more love for it. I thought it was a great story. But it's cool to see that they're moving along with this. I mean, what are some of your thoughts, bro?
Yeah, I love that they're going to explore more of Kira, and I think this story, from what Charles Soule has said, is centered entirely around Kira, and it also stems from plans she had in motion since the Solo movie.
Mm.
So the reason why she did what she did and stayed behind and left Han to go off on his own, um, from what I read in the article that Charles Soule did an interview on, that it his story stems from what caused her to make that decision. So she already had something in the work, something that she had been planning to do with Crimson Dawn, and this is going to be like the culmination of her plans from Solo.
So do you think that, this is this kind of maybe going to go into a little bit more behind the scenes of Solo that maybe she had plans already to overthrow? Was it Dryden Voss?
Dryden Voss,
Yeah.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. So I think she did,
and
and we'll
Solo just
find
played
out.
into her plans perfectly, like
Pretty much, like it might have like given her an opening for her to actually execute her plans. Maybe she wasn't planning on doing anything until much later or
mm.
something, and that just kind of fast tracked her and opened up the way. Got both Dryden and eventually Darth Maul out of the way. So
Well, and that's what I'm curious about, and that's one reason why like I've wanted more of the Solo story is because we need more Maul. Like that
oh,
was where he
absolutely.
was, he had overthrown Mandalore at that point. He was running the cartels and stuff, head of the Crimson Dawn, and as we saw in the film, he's still there, and Kira had to go meet with him. That was the end of the film, pretty much. So I'm curious where that's going to go off, and hopefully we get him in there because there's still a
Yeah.
huge gap in there, even from in the Clone Wars when Palp, came and confronted Maul with Savage and ended up essentially killing Savage and just punking Maul, which hands down my favorite Star Wars lightsaber fight ever. But there's that gap in there. I need to know what's going on with that Maul story. So hopefully we get a
Yeah.
little bit of it, and I don't want it to overshadow Kira, but he definitely ties in, so I want to see what they do with it.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm really excited that Charles Soule is the one heading this up, because for me, Charles Soule is like the Dave Filoni of the comic book and writing Star Wars universe. So
Yeah.
yeah, I thought that Light of the Jedi, the first High Republic novel, was amazing. So I'm really excited that he's the one that's going to continue that story.
I've been loving all the High Republic stuff. I didn't realize how much I was going to get into Marchion Row and the Nihil, and even like the Dengrir that came later. Like, I've been really getting a kick out of all that stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think they've done an amazing job. They have like a whole team of writers, and Charles Soule is one of them, that just constantly brainstorm and come up with these cohesive stories that everything just ties together. And I think that they really removed a lot of the possibility for plot holes and stuff like that, because they're such a tight-knit planning group that like everyone knows what's going on in this small circle.
Yeah, and I mean, they should follow that formula, because if you're really going to, being Disney as a company, see the success that Feige has done with the Marvel stuff and how far they plan. I think I've read in articles with Feige in the past, like they plan 10 years ahead of time, almost.
Oh, at least.
Yeah. Like they've got that, rolling and making changes, and they've got, ideas of where to go. So that's what Star Wars needs. And, if we need to throw some more writers on there, let's bring in Timothy Zahn while we're at it.
Oh, absolutely. That would be amazing.
Get some Charles Soule and Timothy Zahn action. I think that'd be pretty fun. But all right, guys, I think that should wrap it up. I know we've, it's going to be a late one anyway, and this has gone on for a decent amount of time. But we just wanted to bring you a little bit of the news that we've heard from around the horn. Unless Nick, you have anything else to say?
No, I don't. I think it's been a good week so far as comic content and news, and the issues that came out today. So yeah, I'm good.
I can't agree more, brother. Well, thank you guys all for tuning in and watching this with us. I hope you guys had a great week as well. Please leave us a comment down below and let us know what you guys are picking up or what news you've heard of, because we'd love to talk to you about it. And also, while you're there, don't forget to smash that like button if you really enjoyed this show. It really helps us out a lot, as well as why don't you just go ahead and join us by hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any content that we're coming out with. With that, guys, I'd like to thank you again for watching. We'll catch you this weekend. Have a good one.
See ya.